We are learning more about new research from a prominent medical journal. It found a sharp increase in the mortality rate of ICE detainees, and the findings are especially concerning because there's been a major reduction in facility inspections just in the last year. So let's bring in CBS News immigration correspondent Camilo Montoya-Galvez with more on this. So Camilo, what did you learn from these findings?
Hi, Juliet. As you underscored, more than 30 people died in ICE custody in 2025. That is a two-decade high, the highest since fiscal year 2004. And the agency so far in year 2026, this year, in the first 4 months, has recorded 16 detainee deaths. So the agency, Juliet, is on pace to set a new all-time high in terms of the number of people dying in its custody. And now we should underscore that that sharp increase in the number of people dying in ICE custody who are facing deportation is coinciding with the Trump administration holding and detaining record numbers of detainees in facilities across the country under President Trump's mass deportation crackdown. And so the more people who are being detained, the more people who are dying in ICE custody tragically. That is one partial explanation. But according to one study by the Journal of the American Medical Association, even when taking into account the fact that the number of people in ICE custody has soared to a record level, the mortality rate inside of ICE custody is still at the highest level it has ever been in the agency's history. And the context here, Juliet, is also critically important. Over the past year, under the second Trump administration, we have seen numerous reports of overcrowding, inadequate medical care, and also substandard conditions in many ICE detention facilities. The Department of Homeland Security, we should underscore, has denied every single allegation of poor conditions and has said instead that the medical services offered by ICE represent the best health care that many detainees have received in their home countries. Juliet?
Yeah, and Camilo, a rare instance of a federal agent now facing charges while working during the government's immigration crackdown. What can you tell us about that?
Well, as you underscored, it is a rare prosecution of a federal agent by local prosecutors. The ICE agent in question, Gregory Donald Morgan of Maryland, has now been charged with 2 counts of second-degree assault from an incident stemming back in early February. Local prosecutors, Juliet, are accusing Morgan of pointing his agency-issued weapon, issued by ICE again, at 2 people after he was allegedly driving on the highway. In an interview with local officials, Morgan said that he was conducting surveillance on behalf of ICE and that he feared for his life at the time that he pointed the weapon at the 2 civilians. He said that he had been cut off on the highway. That is the allegation that the ICE agent has made. Hennepin County Attorney Mary Moriarty, who announced the charges, called the alleged conduct extremely dangerous. Let's take a listen to what else she said.
Mr. Morgan's conduct was extremely dangerous. Today's charges reflect an important milestone in our efforts to seek accountability for the harms inflicted on our community during Operation Metro Surge. Our community is still navigating the effects of the federal occupation.
Now, Juliet, Moriarty has acknowledged that there are legal impediments and challenges to prosecuting federal agents, but she underscored that there is no absolute immunity from prosecution for federal immigration agents. And now local officials have issued a warrant for the arrest of Morgan. We have contacted the Department of Homeland Security and have yet to hear back. Juliet?
Camilo, thank you.